Okay, good day, guys. Let us continue with building out the template. Okay, so, all right, where were we? We had to, all right, so we built the URLs of the PY5 for the app, the application. So now let me start building the template. And when it comes to the templates, right, there's something that I have to do in terms of static files, and we have to go to our settings.py. Okay. Um, if you remember, yes, that's there. And we have to tell it that you can also find other static files in other directories, right? And that is going to be in project. Yes. And we will say static, right? So it's going to look in the project directory, which is this, and it's going to find that as well. All right. So now that we've done that, let's start working on our base.html. Okay, cool. So we already have the boilerplate, and just hide this, and also let me hide the that. Right, so that's all we need for now. I have put all of this there for the base.html file. However, what I will do is just for now, remove all of that. Okay. So what we're going to do rather instead is we're going to go load static. Great. So we load all the static files, and then let's see if we can get some HTML. Nope. Since we are using Django HTML, I'm just going to change it to HTML so I can get the boilerplate HTML, and I'll just say HTML5. Great. That's all I want from here, and I will revert back to Django HTML. Cool. All right. With that being done, we can now start building our HTML based on HTML file. All right. So what I want to start creating some Django blocks, and in our title, I will create one block called block page title. All right. So that it will just load. We can customize that, right, with our Django. After that, I'm going to load our what's next? Okay, let us now look on this side here. We're gonna take this. All right, okay, cool. And I'm gonna paste that there. Okay, so that's the link. And then here instead, I will just say, let's wrap this in a static. And I'm going to say load static, right? We already put load static, and we're going to tell it to load it from here. All right, and put that. And now that we've done that, I think it's time for us to actually start moving some stuff from here to static over here. All right, so what do we want from in static? We want images. So I'll just take all the images and put it in static. And we have that many images, so that's quite a lot. And that's all we need for now. And then as we continue, we will, well, we might need styling over there. Okay. So again, just like before, I'm going to say, I'm going to copy this. Right. And from there, all right, same as before, which is just, this in static. And then that, and let's say static. And I'm going to wrap this so I can see everything. All right, so I'm going to take our styles from there, styles main.css, and raise our styles. There we go. Going to put that as there as well. So we have images and we have styles, and that's that. That's the main SCSS. But we also have CSS there. So there's quite a lot of going on here, but let's continue. Cool. And then we're going to go back to our base.html. All right, so next things next, just in case we have any like page styling, right? We can create another block. We have 1,000 autocomplete block. Yes, and I want it to be bold. To hold whatever they do that, that, and I want you. And on that side, I want page styling. Okay, all right. Now for the body, we see that we have an ID over here. This ID is probably used to style the page and that as well. So we're gonna say, gonna have another block. Page body styling, right? And in there, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say ID is equals to page top. All right. And that's from the index. Which catching there. That should be fine. That should be fine, right? I'm just wondering why it's not taking the, but that should be fine. All right, let's continue with that. And the reason why it's not taking that is because this should be in there. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Okay, and actually, I think it should look a lot better if there was some indentation going on. All right, cool. So now we have a tag or a block just to customize the page, depending on which page we're on. And let me put this there. Okay, so the next parts are quite important. So then we have a header. And just like before, I'm going to just put some indentation there. And I'm just going to say block. And the type of block that I want, this is going to be the page header. Right, in that there. And then I'm going to say, now what do we want? Okay, that's the page header. And that takes all of that. After the header, you now have the main section, right, which entirely contains the context, entirely contains the content, which contains the entire content of the page, right? We look at the request the quotes, which is, and then we also have the media tab, then we have the footer section, all right? So, and next thing is this, literals block, and the second one, and this page content, all right? And that's almost there. And okay, so that I'll continue with this. And actually, I see we have a class, not a class, but we have the footer, and the footer is usually common for all the pages. So let us include that. And to do that, I will say block again. And what I want is the page footer. And let us separate this. This another line. Okay. This page content. And this is the footer, right? And I think that's the first one, right? So let's actually create a folder that includes, right? And I am just going to say all of this and come along, all of that. We will just copy all of that and paste it in what we call footer HTML. All right, and then we just paste all of that there. And then we can now continue. All right. And if I just go to the footer at the top, every single snippet or page that has static items, we will say, we're going to say low static. And as you can see, there will be some items where we would have to start changing some things, right? There needs to go, that's a URL, that's a static. These things need to be changed. I will change it, and then I'll show you when done. All right, so let us continue. Now that we've done that, excuse me, cool, and block. And then for that, we will just have another tag, and actually see, it'll pick it up.